When session start just man. Good morning, students. Am I audible?
Yes.
Fine. I will wait for another 5 minutes and then we'll start the session. Okay. If the session was ended also, again, what join the session immediately with the same link because other class has not yet started. Okay, join with the same link. If it is going to be, if it is ended, that's it. Okay. Wait for another 5 minutes. Students will wait another 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll start the session. Let's wait for other 5 to 6 members. Okay, students, let's start the session. And yesterday we came to know about the circular of JNTU, which was released that there is no vacation. Have you seen that circular, students? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Only 2 yes, I see. I listen. Yes. Respond, students.
No, sir.
No, try to see that, Kapil. Okay. So there is no vacation. Okay, I thought at least next week you might be getting vacation, but మనం ఒకటి తెలిస్తే దేవుడు ఇంకోటి తెలిచాడు అందుకే మనం ఏం తెలవకూడదు. Don't get disappointed, students. Enjoy the sessions. Enjoy the sessions. Okay. Okay, Srikar. Srikar is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we are discussing? We are discussing about the packages concept, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So last class we started discussing about packages concept. Packages is nothing but group of classes and interfaces, and packages are used to group this related class and interfaces into a group to perform similar task. And packages avoids the namespace collisions. That is, two classes cannot have same name in same package, but two classes can have same name in different packages. A package within another package is called subpackage. In operating system terminology, package can be called as what? Directives. And package simply consists of what? Classes and interfaces. Package consists of classes and interfaces. That's it. Okay. And in Java, we'll be having huge number of classes and interfaces. And if you want to refer those number of classes and interfaces, we can refer it in 2 ways. One is by using Java P command. In the command prompt, you can take Java P space fully qualified class name. And if you want to refer the system class methods means, then you can take what? java.lang.system, so that you will be getting the complete information about the system class. And there is also something called as Java specification, Java API. And you can search on the internet Java API. If you type in the Google, you will be getting what? A Java API. And you can refer that Java API. You will be finding the list of packages. In that list of packages, if you need information about any one package, you can enter into that package. You'll be seeing that complete package information that we already discussed in the last class, right? Clear with this thing? Built-in packages, how to refer built-in packages. Is it clear for you all? Response, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fine. I received response only from 2 students. What's the meaning in that?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, and how to import that predefined packages into our Java program means that can be done with the help of two things. One is implicit import, other one is explicit import. Implicit import means suppose we have one package and that package contains 100 interfaces, 1000 classes. And among that 100 interfaces and 1000 classes, we required only one class and one interface. And importing only one class and one interface can be called as explicit import. In my program, I required only one class and one interface. Importing that one class and one interface into my Java program can be called as explicit import. And importing that 100 interfaces and 1000 classes into my Java program can be called as implicit import. Can be called as what? Implicit import. And how to import complete classes and interfaces and what classes that are there in some package is that we can take package name followed by asterisk. So we have a package that is Java. Under this Java, we have a sub package, and the name of that sub package is what? A lang. Under this sub package lang, we have what? Asterisk. We have what? Some set of classes, and those classes we would like to include into our Java program. We suppose the lang package contains 10 interfaces and the 100 classes means that 10 interfaces and 100 classes will be coming to our Java program if I take import space java.lang.star. Here Java is one main folder. Java is one main folder, and dot indicates that it is completed one folder. After that, lang is subfolder. Lang is subfolder of Java. So we have one folder called Java. Under this Java folder, we have one subfolder. We have one subfolder, and the name of that subfolder is what? A lang. Under this lang subfolder, we'll be having some set of classes. Right? So that's the meaning of that. Import space java.lang or import space java.awt means Java can be considered as what? A root directory over there. Java can be considered as what? A root directory over there. And under that root directory, we'll be having several sub packages that like lang package, awt package, like several sub packages will be there, and those packages will be taking. Those packages consist of some set of classes. Okay. So Java is one main folder. You can see here, I will be showing you it diagrammatically. We have Java library like this. Under this Java library, we have something called as the root folder like this, a root folder like this, Java. Under this main folder, we have some subfolders like this. We have LAN package. We have something called as AWT package. We have something called as IO package. Like that we have. So this can be called as a LAN package. LAN package. Next, this can be called as IO package. And this can be called as, what's the other thing that we are taking? Util. Okay, util package. Okay, now here we'll be going with, this is a Java. This is what? Java. Under this Java, we have many subfolders. This is library. So how the hierarchy is going to be that we have something called as we have a folder called Java. Under this folder, we have subfolder called lang. Under this subfolder lang, we'll be having some set of classes and interfaces. We'll be having some set of classes and interfaces. We'll be having some set of class and interfaces. Like we have serializable interface, clonable interface, and we have some class called system. We have some class called exception. We have some class called exception, right? Suppose if I take the statement like this. Suppose if I'm taking a statement like this in my Java program, if I'm taking statement like this, java.lang.star. The meaning of this is whatever the classes and whatever the classes that are there in this, those classes and interfaces will come into our program. If I take an instruction, complete classes and methods will come into our complete classes and interfaces will come into our Java program. So complete complete classes and interfaces of lang package will come. Okay, will come, right? So that is the meaning of what java.lang package. That's the meaning of what java.lang package. That's the meaning of java.lang.star package. That's the meaning of java.lang.star package. Suppose there is a requirement of only one class for me, that is import space java.lang.system. Okay, only one class is required. So that what I will be taking is import space java.lang.system. And there is a requirement is that clonable interface is required for me, so that I'm going to take a java.lang.clonable. So in this explicit import, what is the problem is for every class and for every interface, whatever you required, and for every time we need to write this instruction. Every time we need to write this instruction. So more number of import statements will come whenever you are going with explicit import. Whenever you are going with explicit import. Suppose you are going with the same package. Suppose you are going with the same package. Suppose you are going with the same package. LAMP package లోనే మీరు చాలా classes interfaces యూస్ చేశారు అనుకోండి మీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే every time we need to write import space java.lang.system, import space java.lang.clonable, import space java.lang.exception. Like that, many times you need to write one single instruction, n number of times you need to write, n number of times you need to write in case of explicit import. But in case of implicit import, what happens is complete classes and interfaces, whatever is there, and those things will come into your Java program, and whatever you require, and those things you can use. But in industry, it's not recommended. This implicit import is not recommended in industry. Which one is recommended is explicit import is recommended, because you are working on one project today and you might be you are going to some other project, or you are leaving that company. If some other will come into your place, and he has to know which classes you are used. If you are going with explicit import, then other developer can easily understood that this classes you are used directly, will be understanding, oh, LAMP package system you used, LAMP package clonable interface he had used. Like that, he will be knowing the things clearly. Like that, he will be knowing the things clearly. That's the reason explicit import is highly recommended in real time. Clear? Is it clear for everyone, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want, you can take this. I will be giving you 2 minutes of time. Then we'll be going with the process of creating user-defined package. It's very, very important. Just make a note of this, 2 minutes. After completion, respond students, so that we'll go with process of creating user-defined package. That means just like LAMP package, we would like to create a package, and in that package, we'll be placing some class. Again, we are going to add one more class into that package. Completed? Response students completed. Only one student had given response. Okay, fine. So you got some clarity about implicit and explicit import, right? Clear? Response, students. I will proceed further. Otherwise, without response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, let's keep reading. We'll be going step by step. Very, very important. Next 15 minutes, you need to be there with me. Then only you'll be understanding the concept. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult for you to understand. Okay. Next, 15 minutes you need to be with me, right? So be careful. Concentrate here. Right. So creating a user-defined package. Creating a user-defined package. We can create our own package by using a statement called package. By using a statement called what? A package, right? So package space package name. Package space package name. So package is nothing but a keyword. It should be written in lowercase. And it must be the first statement in Java source file. We cannot create two packages at a time. It must be the first statement in the Java source file, and we cannot create two packages at a time. That means only one package statement need to be taken inside any Java file. And this package statement must be taken in such a way that package space package name semicolon. Package space package name semicolon. You can take some package name over there, and then package is a keyword, space package name semicolon. Okay, and this package must be the first statement inside Java file. Is it clear for you people? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just make a note of this, and we'll be entering into the practical session. Just make a note of this, students, fast. After completion, respond. Completed?
Completed, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now, what we need to do is, we'll come out from this PPT first of all. Right. So now let's enter into the folder first of all. We would like to create one package. We'd like to create one package. In E drive, we have one folder called CSC19. Under this CSC19, in unit 2, we have something called as package. We have one folder called, under this packages, we have a folder called operations. Under this operations folder, we have one dot class over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these things. Only one Java text file I will be maintaining, and remaining things I'm going to remove. Only Java text files I will be maintaining. Remaining things I'm removing from here. Okay, fine. Now I'm entering into this particular path. See, I'm entering into this particular path into the command prompt cmd. Try to follow the students, everyone. CMD, CD space. I'm entering into that particular path. Fine, right. Right now in this thing, right? Now what I would like to do is, in this packages folder, I would like to create a package. And the name of the package is operations. As we already discussed, package is nothing but one directory. Package is nothing but one folder. And that folder consists of classes and interfaces. That folder consists of what? Classes and interfaces. Now in this packages folder, I would like to create one package, and the name of that package is operations. Under that operations package, I would like to place one class. Class. Clear? Everyone clear with this? Respond.
Yes, sir.
What I would like to do? Respond.
Create a package.
Creating a package in a folder called what? A packages folder with a name called what? Operation. With a name called what? Operation. So earlier I have a folder called operation. Earlier I removed that folder called operation from my thing. Now I would like to create a package with fresh mind. Now what I'm doing is I'm going with the creating a package arithmetic.java. Right now this is the package that I'm going to create. Right, see, this is the file that I have taken. When you are going to create a package, the package name must be the first statement inside Java file. So I'm going with package space operations. Package space operations. That means what instruction that we are giving to the compiler here is we would like to create a folder called operations. We would like to create a package called operations. Under this package called operations, we would like to take a class, and the name of that class is arith. The name of the class is what? Arith. The name of the class is what? Arith. Under this operations package, I would like to take one class, and the name of the class is what? Arith. Now coming to the reality, coming to this case, how it should be is that I need to get one folder, that is operation folder. Under that operation folder, I need to have a class called arith.class file should be there. Arith.class file should be there under that operations folder. Okay. Now what's the logic that I written inside this arithmetic class? You see, I'm going with package space operations semicolon. With this, what I'm giving to the compiler is that we would like to create a folder with a name called what? Operation. Under this operation folder or under this operation package, I would like to take one class. I would like to take one class, and the name of the class is what? Arith. Right? Public space arith. Under this public space arith, and under this arith class, we are going to take one method, and the name of this method is public void add. Public void add, and this add method will take two parameters over here. This add method will take two parameters over here. That is int a comma int b. Int a comma int b. And inside this add method, I'm taking system.out.println sum is equal to a plus b. Sum is equal to a plus b. After that, I'm going with the division method. And here int a comma b, and then here I'm going with coefficient obtained after division a divided by b. A divided by b. You can see here I'm taking parenthesis because the concatenation, string concatenation is going to be happened. If I'm not going to take parenthesis, string concatenation is going to be happened over there. So that's the reason I'm going to take between the parenthesis. And here also between the parenthesis I'm going to take. If you're not going to take between the parenthesis, and in this case the Java compiler will generate an error. And here I'm not taking any main method, any other class inside this file. What I'm doing is I'm taking one package space operation, and then I'm going with one simple class, arith class. Inside this arith class, I've taken two functions. One is add function, takes two parameters and prints addition of the two parameters. Division function prints the coefficient of the two parameters. That's it. So if you want, you can take import statement here, import space java.lang.start semicolon. Import space java.lang.start semicolon. Clear with this, students? Any doubts in this Java text file?
Clear, sir.
Only one response I received. Respond, unmute yourself and respond fast.
Clear,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we are taking this two methods over here, add method, division method inside a class called arith. Again, I'm going to this packages folder. There is no folder called operations folder. There is no folder called what? Operations folder. Now I am going to create operations folder over here. How to create operations folder over here? The Java is going to provide you some options for us, and I'm going to take those options and I will be showing you those options to you all. Right. So one instruction that we need to follow over here is where is command called? Yeah, here. So the instruction is Java C space. Generally, how we'll be taking arithmetic.java will be compiling, right? But when you are going to create a package, but we are not supposed to take directly Java C space arithmetic.java. Arithmetic.java. We are not supposed to take like that. We would like to create a package. So for that, what I'm doing is -d. The name of -d, the meaning of this is we would like to create a directory. -d means we would like to create a directory. We are giving information to Java C that -d indicates we would like to create a directory. Dot indicates in the current folder. In the current folder means in the packages folder. In the packages folder, I would like to create one directory. I would like to create one directory. Dot indicates in packages folder, I would like to create one directory. What is the name of the directory? The name of the directory is specified in arithmetic.java. Is specified in arithmetic.java. That is operation directory I would like to create. Operation directory I would like to create. Okay, so arithmetic Java I would like to compile, and at the same time I would like to create one directory in current folder. Directory in current folder. Is it clear for you, everyone? Java C space -d indicates creation of directory. Dot indicates creating directory in current folder. After that, arithmetic.java. Is it clear for everyone, students?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Now I'm going to press enter button. You can see before pressing enter button, you can see there is no folder called operations folder. There is no package called operations package. And after pressing enter, if there is no errors in arith.java, then you will be getting one folder over there. You will be getting one folder over there. Right? If you're not going to get any errors over here, you will be getting one folder over there. It takes some time. Right. So folder was created, and on that folder, what's the thing that we have? Let's see. See, earlier we don't have operation folder. Now we got operations folder over here. If you enter into this operation folder, we'll be finding arith class file. And where this Java file will be there here only. In packages folder only, right? Again, I'm deleting this, students see, again, I'm deleting this, what do you say? Again, I'm deleting this folder, students. Again, I deleted it. Now there is no folder over here. I'm going to the command prompt. Again, I'm going to compile it. Again, I'm going to compile it. Again, one more folder will be created. See, again, folder will come. Java file will be there in packages folder only, but operation folder contains .class file. Operation folder contains what? .class file. Is it clear for you, everyone, what was happened over here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Only 4, 5 students has given response. 6. What about others? Okay, fine. So now successfully we created package. Successfully we created package, students. So what we have done, we have taken one package space operation, and then we have taken one class. Inside this class, 2 methods we have taken. That's it. Ivi mana own ga manam rasna package idi. ఈ ప్యాకేజ్ ని మనం ఒక క్లాస్ కి ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇందులో సింపుల్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ రాశారు. ఎలా రాశారు? ఇంపోర్ట్ స్పేస్ జావా డాట్ లాంగ్ అని చెప్పి రాశారు కదా. అలానే ఇంపోర్ట్ స్పేస్ ఆపరేషన్స్ అన్న ప్యాకేజ్ ని మీరు ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ లోకి. రైట్, విల్ సీ దట్ హౌ వీఆర్ ఇంపోర్టింగ్ ఇట్. నౌ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ వన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, నోట్ప్యాడ్ demo.java. రైట్, ఇక్కడ నోట్ప్యాడ్ demo.java లో నేను ఏం చేశానంటే, ఆల్రెడీ ఒక ఫోల్డర్ ఉంది. And the name of that folder is operations. Name of the folder is what? Operations.arithmetic. And e folder lo oka class undi, oka .class file undi. Name of the .class file is arith. Name of the .class file is what? Arith. Now I'm going to take public class space demo, and then the program execution starts from main. And then I'm going to create an object for arithmetic. After creating an object for arithmetic, a is equal to new arithmetic. And I'm going to call a method called a.add 4,5. Then it goes to arithmetic.class. In arithmetic.class, there is a function with a name called add, and that function takes 2 parameters, 4 and 5, and it is going to sum those 2 parameters. We'll be getting sum of a comma b as what? 9. And then division also will be getting like that only. Right? We created object and we are utilizing those methods over here. Clear? Clear with this, everyone? This program, 2 programs I done. One is arithmetic.java, other one is demo.java. In this demo.java, I imported this package, import space operations.arith. So if you are going to take star, generally we're not supposed to take star for what user defined package. We need to take what? A complete class name over here. And you might be asking a question. Many questions will be there in your brain. I will give you some time. Just save the execution part of this. Import space operations.arith, public class space demo, and then public static void main. Inside this main, I'm taking what? Arithmetic object. And this arithmetic object was class was written by us. We created a package. Inside that package, we have a dot class called arithmetic, and that dot class file contains two methods, a dot add and then a dot division. Two methods it contains, and we are using those two methods over here. Right? Clear with this? Respond. Shall we compile this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going with again Java C space demo.java. So you might be getting some error. If no error, no problem, but in general, you'll be getting an error. Yeah, we got it error. We got error. See what error it's showing. Can anyone respond with the error? Can you read out the error? Package operation does not exist. Package operation ledra babu ani cheptundi. But manamu ఏ ఫోల్డర్ లో ఉన్నాం రా ప్రెజెంట్ ప్యాకేజెస్ అన్న ఫోల్డర్ లో ఉన్నాం కదా ఈ ప్యాకేజెస్ అన్న ఫోల్డర్ లో ఒక ఫోల్డర్ ఉందా లేదా చెప్పండి ఆపరేషన్స్ అన్న ఫోల్డర్ ఉందా లేదా
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
in that folder we have dot class file or not
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
but even though it is saying that your package this package does not exist it's not in a position to find the class called arith. So what's the problem? How to resolve this problem? Can anyone say what's the problem? How to resolve this problem? Can anyone have an idea on this? Respond. What we need to do?
path specify చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను.
Very good, Maniteja. నువ్వు చాలా తక్కువ క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అవుతావు అటెండ్ అయిన క్లాస్ లో రెస్పాండ్ అవుతావు అక్యురేట్ గా సమాధానం ఇస్తావు. ఐ లైక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. యు హావ్ గివెన్ ఎ ప్రాపర్ ఆన్సర్. హౌ టు స్పెసిఫై ఇట్?
సిపి అని ఉంచండి.
సిపి అంటే జనరల్ గా మనం కంపైల్ రన్ చేసేటప్పుడు సిపి ఇస్తాము మనీతేజ. Can anyone say 519, 501, 48, Ranjit, Pavan, Srikar? Yeah, I won't scold you. People come up with your answers. Respond, Nana. Respond. ఫోల్డర్ ఉన్నది ఓకేనా? మీకు ఫోల్డర్ కనిపిస్తుందా? అట్లీస్ట్ రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి. Yes, in this folder we have dot class file.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. These two things are true, right? Now, what we need to do is, who is generating an error? Who is generating your error? Java C or Java?
Java C.
Java C. To this Java C, we need to provide an information. We need to provide an information to this Java C. Hey, Java C, you don't know that we have a class, we have a dot class file, we have a package. That information we need to provide. That information we need to provide. That information we need to provide to whom? Java compiler. So for that purpose, what we need to do is we need to set class path. We need to set class path. Class path is equal to copy this path, students. Copy this path, students. Copy this path, students. Copy this complete path, students. Go to command prompt and paste over here. Paste over here. Go to command prompt and paste over here. Oh, sorry, no need to paste. No need to take double quotes. Just go to command prompt. Copy that path. Copy that complete path. And if you take up to packages also, no problem. If you take up to packages also, no problem. And take this complete path, set class path, semicolon, dot semicolon, semicolon, dot semicolon. After that, percentile, class path, percentile. Okay, percentile, class path, percentile. Just wait. So try to observe the students. What I have done is I taken set class path. What is the purpose of class path? This class path is one variable. and it gives information to Java compiler where classes were located, where .class files were located, where .class files are located. That information will be storing over here. That information will be storing over here. Class path is equal to this complete information. That means there exists a folder called, there exists a drive called E drive. Under this E drive, there exists a folder called CSC19. Under this 19, there exists a folder called Unit 2. Under this Unit 2, there exists a folder called packages. And then what if you keep these operations? If you're not going to keep these operations also doesn't matter. If you take up to this packages also, no problem. And there exists a folder called package. Under this package, we have one, under this packages called folder, we have a package. We have a package called a class operations package, right? So that's the reason semicolon dot semicolon, whatever the things that are there, and try to take those complete things. After that, percentile class path percentile. Percentile class path percentile. What is the purpose of this percentile class path percentile is that already this class path contains some set of classes information, some set of classes information. And to that information, I'm appending this information. I'm appending this information. Okay. So if you press enter, then there won't be any problem. Right. After that, I'm going with Java C space demo.java. Okay. We'll go up to operations. One minute. So we'll got an error. So set class path. Again, we'll get error.
Sir, పైన క్లాస్ పాత్ ని క్యాపిటల్ చేసినప్పుడు డబుల్ కోట్స్ ఇవ్వాలి మీరు.
Yeah. I removed the double quotes. That's not a matter. will come, whether we will be giving double quotes or not. 1 minute, students. One minute, student. Will be rectifying it. Wait a minute. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute. We got it. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. See the students. Again, I'm deleting this. There is problem in setting the class path. We are taken space over there. That's the reason we got an error. Again, I will be explaining you again. Try to see this, everyone, from beginning onwards. I will be explaining you again. Now, first, I would like to write one package, Notepad, arith.java, right? arith.java. And in this, I would like to take one package, and the name of the package is what? Operations package, right? Package space operations package. And I don't have any folder, any .class file in packages folder. I deleted everything, right? Now what I'm doing is I'm going to import java.lang package, and I'm going to write one class, public space class arithmetic, and two methods I'm taking, add method, division method, right? And these two methods are going to take two parameters. One method is going to print sum, other method is going to generate what? Coefficient, right? Clear with this, students? Everyone up to this, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Respond.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, when you want to create any package, and when you are going to compile, at that time, what's the instruction that we need to take here? Java C space -d dot arith dot Java. So the meaning of this is there is one package with a name called operation in arith.java, and this package we need to create in current folder. This folder, in the current folder, I would like to create a package, and the -d indicates what? Creating a folder. And to whom we are giving information? We are giving it information to the Java C. So when I'm going to take like this, if your arith.java doesn't contains any errors, means if your arith.java does not contains any errors, means then a folder will be created in a package folder. You can see automatically a folder will be created over here. If there is no errors, if there are no errors, then automatically a folder will be created. See, a folder will be created. Under this folder, you'll be getting .class file. Under this folder, you'll be getting what? .class file. Okay. Now after getting this, now I would like to import this arithmetic into a file called demo.java. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm going to take import operations.arith. After that, public space class demo, and then public static void main, and I'm creating arithmetic object, and then a.add, a.division. Two methods I'm going to call. Right. After this, I'm going to compile it, Java C space demo.java. You might be getting an error. See, I'm going to close this command prompt. Once again, I'm opening it. If I compile, you will not be getting any error. Now this time you'll be getting an error. See. So I'm going with e:, then cd space csc19, cd space unit 2, and then cd space packages. Now, what we'd like to do is we'll be taking here, we are compiling it, Java C -d dot, and what is that? arith.java, enter. So a folder will be created with operation. Under that, arith.class file will be placed. Okay. Yeah, folder is created. Now, if you are going with this thing, notepad demo.java, we imported that. Now we imported this operations, and then we are taken main method. Inside this main method, we created object. We call two methods. Now what I'm doing is I'm going with Java C space demo.java. So there might be a chance of getting an error. Over here. Java C space demo.java. So you might be getting an error, right? Like this, you got an error. And how to overcome this error? This error can be overcome with the help of class path. Class path is equal to copy this path. Previously, we have taken some space, students here. Don't take any space. Paste it, semicolon, dot, semicolon. After that, percentile class path. Okay, percentile. Enter it. And after that, again compile it. Java C space demo.java. Now this time you will not be getting any error. Right? You have not got any error. So the meaning of this is we are providing an information about this operations package to Java compiler with the help of class path variable. This can be set in two ways. Temporarily at command prompt. We can set that we can provide an information to the compiler that there is a package called operations package in a folder called packages. Under this packages is there in unit 2, and this was there in CSC19, and this was there in E drive. Okay. Now if I compile this Java C space Java space hyphen and demo. Then you will be getting an output addition, and then coefficient output you will be getting, right? So sum and then coefficient obtained after division, right? Clear with this, everyone? We created one user-defined package, and we imported that package into our Java program. Clear? Response, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So we'll go with one notepad. Right, you have written this, right, everyone?
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead, Srikar.
IDE వాడేటప్పుడు ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు సార్ మరి ప్యాకేజ్ ని?
ఏనా?
ఐడి వాడేటప్పుడు ఐడిలో జావా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తుంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ని
ఏం ఐడి యూస్ చేస్తున్నావు? నెట్బీన్సా, ఎక్లిప్సా?
ఇంటెల్ చేసే
ఇంటర్ ఇంటర్నెట్ ఇంటెల్ జే యూస్ చేస్తున్నావా? సో సేమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ వాట్ శ్రీకర్, మీ వర్క్ స్పేస్ ఎక్కడైతే ఉంటుందో ఐడిలో వర్క్ స్పేస్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఆ వర్క్ స్పేస్ లో మీరు మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఫోల్డర్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఫోల్డర్ లోనే ఈ ప్యాకేజెస్ అన్ని క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, ఈ ప్యాకేజెస్ అన్ని క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి. బట్ there is something called as a named package that you need to know. Are you able to compile the program standalone application in IDE IntelliJ?
Yes sir.
Okay, so if you are able to compile, then you will be finding some sources in the internet. If you create a user defined package in IDE and how to import that into your thing, so that can be done with something called as a named package, and you can refer that. If you're not able to get it, just send me the screenshot. I will be helping with you, right? Helping with that. And why you are not going with Eclipse and NetBeans? Why you went with that Intel? May I know the reason?
Eclipse నాకు రన్ చేయడానికి రాలేదు సార్ ప్రోగ్రామ్.
It's very simple when compared to your NetBeans. Eclipse is very, very simple, right? Nothing will be there in Eclipse. Srikar, very simple. You can easily run it. This ID you can take. Are you able to see Eclipse ID for Java developers? You will find many things in what Eclipse ID is, Srikar. Out of that, if you want to develop a standalone applications in Java, this is going to be the recommended one. Generally for Java web applications, we need to go with NetBeans IDE. We were not supposed to go with any other things. If you are going to develop web applications in Java, then NetBeans IDE is the best option for you all. Okay, fine. So mostly from next unit, that is try and catch onwards, I will be working on this Eclipse IDE only. I will not go for again notepad space program name .java, Java C, Java, like that will not be going. We'll be going with Eclipse IDE only. However, it is there in your syllabus. So if directly I will go with Eclipse IDE, you may not be understanding about Java compiler, JVM and all. That's the reason I'm using still command. Okay, fine. So, right. So you are written this thing, right? Yes, next class creating a user defined package called operations. Okay, creating a user defined package called operations. After this, take this one. Take this, all of you. Make a note of this fast, students, and try to do it today itself. If you are going to do tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you may forgot the process, right? So this is the thing. Make a note of this. Completed. Completed. After this, go to command prompt. After this, go to command prompt, type right here to go to command prompt, and then right, make a note of this. Go to command prompt and then type this. What do you mean by dot D? What do you mean by dot? And then if no errors, then a package operations is created in a package directory and it contains arith.class file. Up to where your written students respond? Have you completed this part?
That part, sir.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm in that part, sir.
అర్థం కావట్లేదు బాబు. Command prompt, up to command prompt have you completed? Respond students up to where you completed. This also many times I'm asking means what's the meaning in that?
No errors है गिरना, sir.
Huh?
No errors है गिरना, sir.
Okay. Completed? Completed? Respond.
No,
ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో ఉన్నాం సార్.
Okay, okay. So see, I'm wasting a lot of time for making you to write. If you're not writing means it doesn't make any sense. I can ask the students, I can ask you to turn on the video and I can check your notes and all, but I'm not interested to do that because you're all matured students and I hope everyone is writing it, right? Or else what we'll be doing is we'll be sharing every day on Google Form and asking you to upload the written notes, what notes you are done today, what your notes you are done today, like that. So you don't do such things, okay? So try to note down the things which is very, very important. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Click on this. Java compiler doesn't know about operations package. For that, we need to set class path. We need to set class path. So class path is a variable which stores information about packages, which stores information about the packages, which contains or not which stores paths of packages, which stores the paths of packages. Okay, so we can set class path in two ways. We can set class path in two ways. One is temporarily at command one, and other one is permanent. Okay, so first point will be going temporarily at command one. Temporarily at command, and how to set it temporarily at command. So just copy it. ఎక్కడో రాసారా? ఎక్కడో రాసారు?
temporarily at command prompt.
Okay, fine. So it's a class path like this. After setting class path, again we'll be compiling the program. After setting class path, you can compile your Java program. Okay, make a note of this, how we'll be creating a package. Completed? Respond. Respond, students. Slowly, one by one, leaving. Okay, fine, completed, right? So this is how we'll be creating a package. It's very simple thing, students. First of all, we need to take something called one package creation, or else we'll be going with one more package. Can we add? Shall we add one more class to the same package?
Yes,
Respond. Add just to now. Fine. So now again, I'm going with one more thing, and the name of the class is that rel.java. Rel.java. Now in this rel.java, I would like to add a class to the same package. Just copy it, and I'm going to paste over here. And the same thing, what's the package name that I have? The same package name I need to take here, operations, same package name. So this time again, one more folder is not going to be created. Inside the same folder, you'll be getting rel.class file, right? And what does this rel contains actually? This rel contains one method, and the name of this method is it. The name of this method is what? It. It is nothing but less than. And it takes two parameters. It takes two parameters. It takes two parameters, and then it displays whether which value is lesser. A is less than B means it prints A is lesser than B, right? Like that, it prints something, right? After this, we would like to compile this. So you can see before compiling this, we'll be going into this folder operations, and we don't have any dot class, only one dot class file. Arith dot class file is there. Now what happens is we'll be going with the thing Java C space rel dot Java. Java C space rel dot Java. Now after compiling this, we need to take -d and all. It's not required to take all these things. Let's see. So it was compiled, and let's see, without the .c and all, we got the rel dot file in a rel dot class file in what operations. So remember that when we are going with when we are going to compile user-defined package, so you need to take Java C space -d rel.java, so that this rel.class file will enter into this operations folder. Let's see whether it is overridden or whether two things are there or not. See, both the .class files are there. Arith is there as well as rel is there. That means one more .class file has been added over here. One more .class file has been added into this operations folder. Now again, what we need to do is we need to we can make use of this rel class into our demo.java. So we need to create an object of rel class, and we can make use of that it method. And by using it method, we need to send the two parameters. So I'm going to open this demo.java again. Demo.java again I'm opening. right? So I have what arithmetic thing is there, as well as I need to import that REL also. REL class I need to import. So 2 times I'm taking here REL class. I'm going to import. So I'm creating an object for REL. REL R is equal to new REL, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, and then R dot LT, LT of 14 comma 6 semicolon. Save it. Save it. Now let's go to this command prompt and type javac demo.java. Will not be getting any error. Thing being is we already set the class path, and that class path itself contains this rel dot class. Okay, javac space demo.java. Rel is public in operations, so cannot be accessed from outside. Okay. Make it as public. So again, it goes into that folder with modified .class file. Java C space demo.java. And this time will not be getting any error. Slowly count is reducing there. We need to take the thing as public. Method also should be taken as public because we are not able to access outside. I will discuss about this access specifiers and all, don't worry. Java C space -d dot rel dot java. Once again, I'm compiling it. Okay, and then Java C demo dot java. And this time there won't be any problem, and you can make use of that Java space -cp. And this thing you can take over there. Demo. Enter. Right? 6 is lesser. So what we passed for demo.java, you can see what is that? One minute. Right. Right. So we passed 14 and 6. So LT is there. LT means lesser than. So which one is lesser? That is going to be printed over there. That is going to be printed over there. Okay. See, clear with this? We are taken 2 .class files inside one package and we are done it. Any doubts in this? Students respond. Respond.
Yes.
Okay. I will be sharing this. I will be sharing this file in your group. This complete node file I will be sharing in your group, and try to refer this node file and try to complete this packages concept today itself. Okay. Clear with this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's discuss about this access controls from beginning of the class. You might be having some doubt about this access specifiers. And with this, you'll be getting some doubt. With this, you'll be getting some clarification over here. Access means visibility. Access means visibility. Access specifier, access controls, both are same. And this table gives you more clarity about that. Permitting one class to access another class of different packages is called access control. And Java allows you to control access to classes, methods, fields called access specifiers. Java allows you to control access to classes, methods, and access Sorry for the disturbance, students. Access means visibility. Permitting one class to access another class of different package is called access control. And Java allows you to control access to classes and methods field called access specifiers, right? So we have some set of access specifiers, that is default access specifier, private access specifier, protected access specifier, public access specifier. If you are going to take default access specifier for anything, same class, we can access all the things. And if you take private, within the same class, we can access everything. And for protected, we can access within the same class everything. The meaning of this is, students, try to understand it. If you take a default for method, or if you take default for field, or if you take default for any other thing, in the same class, if you take within the same class, if you want to access the default method, we can access it. Yes means within the class, if you want to access default method, you can access it. Within the class, if you want to access private members, yes, we can access it. Within the class, if you are taking private members and the protected members, you can access it. Within the class, you can access public members. Now, next thing is same package. Same package. That means if we have LAN package, inside that LAN package, we have a class called A, and we have another class called B. And this B extended from A. That means same package subclass. So same package and operations on a package lo subclass mere evadana teeskunte aa subclass default members ni access chesukochu, private members ni access cheyadaniki undadu. Super class yokka private members ni access cheyadaniki undadu. But super class yokka default members, protected members, public members ni access cheyadaniki possibility ఉంటుంది. Next thing is same package non subclass. This is very important, students. Same package non subclass. Suppose I have one package. Inside one package, I have class A and then class C. Between A and C, we don't have any relation. A is separate class and C is separate class. So A default members can access in C class. A private members cannot be accessed in B class. A protected members can access. A public members can access in C class. Okay, only private members cannot be accessed over here. Once again, I'm repeating, try to understand this, students. First, same class lo, మీరు default members ni same class lo default members ni access chesukochu ante yes, you can do it. Private members ni within the class access chesukochu. Protected members ni within the class access chesukochu. And public members ni within the class access chesukochu. Same class sub package. Ante A అన్న class lo default members, private members, protected members, public members ఉన్నాయి. A is super class, B is child class. Now this B can access what are all members. Whether it can access default members, private members, protected members, or what public members or not means, yes, it can access default members, but it cannot access private members. It can access protected members. It can access public members. Next thing is same package, non-subclass. Suppose I have a package. Inside this package, I have a class called A. I have a class called C. Two classes I have, but there is no relation between class A and C. So in that case, this class C can access what are all members of A. It can access default members. Yes, it can access. Sorry. So it can access default members means yes, it can access. And it can access private members means no, it cannot access private members. It can access protected members means yes, it can access protected members. It can access public members means yes, it can access. This is in case of same package. Now you will be getting some doubt that different package subclass. అంటే నాకు 2 different packages ఉన్నాయి. 2 different packages లో what ఒక class A ఉంది, ఇంకో class లో B ఉంది, ఇంకో package లో B ఉంది. And B is a subclass of A. Now B subclass అయినప్పుడు A యొక్క A members ని యాక్సెస్ చేయొచ్చు అంటే డిఫాల్ట్ మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేయడానికి పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటుందా అంటే నో పాసిబిలిటీ. ప్రైవేట్ మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేయడానికి పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంది అంటే నో పాసిబిలిటీ. Protected members ni access cheyadaniki possibility undante yes, there is a possibility to access B which is there in some package, A which is there in some package. B is going to be the subclass of A means then protected members of A class can access and public members can access. And different package non subclasses, we are not in a position to access any members, only public members can access. Okay, clear? Have you understood this? Ardhamayinda? So same class lo default private protected public members ni access chesukochu. సేమ్ క్లాస్ లో మీరు ఇంకొక సబ్ క్లాస్ తీసుకున్నారు అంటే ఒక క్లాస్ లో ఏ ఉంది బి ఉంది అనుకుందాం అండ్ బి ఇస్ సబ్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ అంటే ఏ మెంబర్స్ డిఫాల్ట్ మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ మెంబర్స్ పబ్లిక్ మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు సేమ్ ప్యాకేజ్ లో సబ్ క్లాస్ కాదు ఏ అన్నదో క్లాస్ ఉంది సి అన్నదో క్లాస్ ఉంది సో సి ఏ యొక్క మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అంటే డిఫాల్ట్ మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అండ్ దెన్ పబ్లిక్ అంటే ఈ రెండింటికి పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏం లేదు సేమ్ ప్యాకేజ్ సబ్ క్లాస్ కి సేమ్ ప్యాకేజ్ నాన్ సబ్ క్లాస్ కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏం లేదు బట్ డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ తో ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ సబ్ క్లాస్ లో డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ సబ్ క్లాస్ అవుతే ఓన్లీ ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ అండ్ పబ్లిక్ మెంబర్స్ క్యాన్ యాక్సెస్ డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ నాన్ సబ్ క్లాస్ అయితే ఓన్లీ పబ్లిక్ మెంబర్స్ క్యాన్ యాక్సెస్ ఇందాక మనం చూసాం రిలేషన్ అన్న క్లాస్ కి డిఫాల్ట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం వేరే ప్యాకేజ్ లో ఉన్నాం అంటే అది డిఫరెంట్ ప్యాకేజ్ లో ఉంది ఆపరేషన్స్ అన్న ప్యాకేజ్ లో అది ఉంది మనం ప్యాకేజెస్ అన్న ఫోల్డర్ లో మనం ఉన్నాం అంటే ఆ ప్యాకేజెస్ ఫోల్డర్ నుంచి సబ్ ప్యాకేజ్ ఆపరేషన్స్ లో ఉన్న వాట్ రిలేషన్ యొక్క మెంబర్స్ ని యాక్సెస్ చేస్తే మనకి అలో చేయట్లేదు రీజన్ ఇస్ దట్ వీఆర్ టేకెన్ డిఫాల్ట్ మెంబర్స్ అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ మేకింగ్ పబ్లిక్ వి గాట్ ఇట్ ఓకే క్లియర్ విత్ దిస్ హ్యావ్ యు అండర్స్టూడ్
Yes, sir.
and you will not find this table anywhere and this is the most important table this gives you some complete clarity about default access specifiers in very simple words we can say that public members can access anywhere protected members can access in such a way that subclasses of same package as well as different packages we can access private members can access within the class default members can access within the class same package subclass same package non subclass that's it and within the package itself default members can access but protected members different package but the accessing class must be the subclass then only we can access it that's it so this is what access control about access specifiers and access controls okay clear with this students everyone
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay right this is about things make a note of this and we have 10 minutes of time and if you have any doubts let me know your doubts and then we'll be going with streams concept make a note of this students first don't leave most of the students are leaving don't leave the session session is not ended it is up to 12:30 I think right make a note of this students this table make a note of this table and then we'll be going with streams at least introduction part we'll be discussing and I will be sharing the PPT with you and I will be asking you to write some slides so that we can finish early in the next class I thought of completing at least streams 1 or 2 programs today but because of that error we've not done it but at least in the next class we'll be doing it Completed? Response students, completed or not? Slowly many are leaving. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Any doubts you have regarding packages? Let me know. No doubt means unmute yourself and respond. No, sir. Any doubts? Respond.
Yes, sir.
What about others?
No, sir.
సార్ ఒక జావా టెక్స్ట్ ఫైల్లో ఎన్ని క్లాసెస్ ఉంటే అన్ని క్లాసెస్ కి డాట్ క్లాస్ ఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి అన్నారు కదా, మరి ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ కి సార్?
ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ కి డాట్ క్లాస్ ఫైల్స్ రావు శ్రీకర్. ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ కి రావు, క్లాస్ కే వస్తాయి డాట్ క్లాస్ ఫైల్స్.
మరి దాన్ని ప్యాకేజ్ లోకి ఇంటర్ఫేస్ పెట్టుకున్నప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది సార్ దానిలోకి? మరి
అంటే ఒక ప్యాకేజ్ లో మీరు ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ప్లేస్ చేయాలనుకుంటేనా?
అవును సార్.
లెట్స్ సీ దట్. Very good doubt. Suppose I'm going to take something like d.java. Interface space B, or else D will be taking. Inside this void space M2, void space M3. And before this package space operations, let's save it. Java C space -d dot d dot Java. Okay. Semicolon will not taken. And with respect to this, we might be getting some dot class file. I think so. D.java, and we might be getting D.class. Let's enter into this. Where is that folder? Where is that folder? Yeah, D.class file. That means there is no relation between classes and then dot class file, I think, Srikar. Right? A new thing which came from Srikar. Very good. Have you tried it?
No, sir.
Okay. So it will generate, and that means for every Java file we might be getting. But the thing is, if you take multiple classes in one single file, you might be getting multiple dot class files over there. Okay. For one Java file, it might be one dot class file. I will think over it. Okay. Now your doubt was clear, right?
Yes, sir.
And you can take demo.java and you can implement that particular class. But we are not taken interface as public. So again, we'll be getting an error. Implements which interface? What's the name we are taken? D, right? Okay, when we need to provide at least empty implementation for those things. Void space M1, opening brace, closing brace. Void space M2, opening brace and closing brace. Okay. Fine. Let's see Java C space. So again, we'll be getting an error because we are not taken implement interface as public. So take it as public. And by default, this is going to be a methods or interfaces. Methods are going to be public only. We'll compile demo.java. Let's see what we'll be getting over there. So count has been reached to 43. Java C space demo.java. So we got bad source file D. Please remove or make sure it appears in the current subdirectory of source path error. Cannot access D. We made it as public, but okay. I will look into it, or else you try it, Srikar, once again, how to do it. So if you got, let me know, right?
Okay.
Fine. Any other doubts, students? regarding packages, very good doubt which was raised by Srikar. Right. Now, coming to the next concept, let's go to the syllabus part. Just give me 2 minutes time. I will closing off the session. I won't discuss streams and all. We have another 3 hours, 2 hours of time. We'll be discussing that. Streams. If anybody asks you about the syllabus coverage and all, and you must be in a position to say that. So that's the reason I'm showing you the syllabus part. Sure. So ఇది అయిపోయిందా packages, defining packages, class path, access protection, importing packages అయిపోయిందా అయిపోలేదా? రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి ఫాస్ట్.
Done, sir.
ఓకే, ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ కంప్లీట్ అయిందా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Streams, just I will give you introduction part of streams. Up to this, it's going to be completed. So remaining part we'll be discussing in next class. And main ga ikkada 4 topics unnayra. ఈ 4 topics కి మనకు ఒక్కొక్క టాపిక్ వచ్చేసి 1 hour టైం పడుతుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇన్పుట్ రీడింగ్ కన్సోల్, ఇన్పుట్ రైటింగ్ కన్సోల్, అవుట్పుట్ ఇదంతా 1 hour లో అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఈ ఫైల్స్ కి మనకి 2 hours టైం పడుతుంది. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ర్యాండమ్ యాక్సెస్ ఫైల్స్ ఆపరేషన్స్ వరకు మనకి 2 hours టైం పడుతుంది. ఈ కన్సోల్ క్లాస్ అన్నది ఇక్కడే అయిపోతుంది, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఈ సీరియలైజేషన్ కి అయితే నాకు 2 hours టైం పడుతుంది. బట్ నేను జస్ట్ లైక్ దట్ ఇది చెప్పాలనుకోవట్లేదు. ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ సీరియలైజేషన్, బట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ లేటర్. బికాస్ ఇక్కడ సీరియలైజేషన్ ఒకటే ఇచ్చాడు, బట్ మనం సీరియలైజేషన్ డిస్కస్ చేయాలి, డీసీరియలైజేషన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ కూడా డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. అంటే ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని ఎలా మనము కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాం, మళ్ళీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని ఎలా తెచ్చుకుంటాం, దట్స్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ దట్ విల్ బి డిస్కసింగ్. అండ్ ఎమ్యులేషన్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ సింపుల్, ఆటో బాక్సింగ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ సింపుల్. ఆటో బాక్సింగ్ ఆల్రెడీ కవర్ అయిపోతుంది మీకు. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఎన్ని అవర్స్ పడుతుందని చెప్పాను, ఇక్కడ ఒక 1 hour, ఇక్కడ 2 hours, ఇక్కడ ఒక 1 hour వేసుకోండి, ఇక్కడ 1 hour కానీ 2 hours కానీ వేసుకోండి. 2 + 1 3, 3 + 1 4 hours టైం పడుతుంది. 4 hours లో మనకి 2 hours ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నాయి. Friday again we have 2 hours and we'll be discussing about this in this 2 hours on Friday's class. Okay, and ఇంకో 2 hours లో మీకు యూనిట్ 2 అయిపోతుంది. అంటే నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ లో మోస్ట్లీ యూనిట్ 2 అయిపోతుంది. సీరియలైజేషన్ గురించి థియరీ చెప్తాను, ప్రోగ్రామ్ మాత్రం నేను స్లోగా చెప్తాను మీకు, ఎందుకంటే నాకు చాలా టైం తీసుకొని చెప్తే యూ మైట్ బి అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఇట్. సో జస్ట్ లైక్ దట్ నేను చెప్పను, బట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మనకు రెడీగా ఉంది. నోట్స్ లో మీకు ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా ఇస్తాను, బట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కి టైం తీసుకుంటుంది. సో ఐ విల్ డిస్కస్ దిస్ సీరియలైజేషన్ లేటర్. Okay, clear with this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So PPT plus followed by the text file regarding packages I will be sharing with you people. And one student asked me about before starting the unit itself, try to send PPT or the notes if possible. So I will be sharing this PPT and the text file with you all in this session. And your duty is write streams concept. Slides, first 2 or 3 slides of streams. Okay, PPT ఎగిరిపోయింది యాక్చువల్గా, అంత ఫాస్ట్గా దాన్ని ఇరిటేట్ చేస్తాం. అంటే ఏదైనా కానీ టు సమ్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్ ప్రాపర్లీ. ఇఫ్ యూ go beyond of that, then what you might be facing problems, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will be sharing this PPT and streams నుంచి ఒక 2-3 slides రాసి పెట్టుకోండి మీరు. Try to write it in your notes and try to refer that. Okay, if anybody asks you what is the status of our unit 2, can anyone respond? What's the status of unit 2?
Completed, sir.
No, 70% it was completed. Okay, and by Friday's class 90% or 80% it's going to be completed, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, you can leave the students. If you have any doubts you can ask, otherwise you can leave.